Okay, so it's really important that I explain this, guys. In the last part, I told you that when we write stuff like 4 minus 2 equals 2, we're basically saying 4 plus negative 2 equals 2. Add two negative numbers to positive 4, and we'll get us 2. And, you know, it's true. We sat down and we looked at the tally marks, and we figured everything out. But another way of looking at this is saying that we're taking positive 4 and we're subtracting positive 2 to it. And you know, that's really important. This is a very like 1 minute thing. I just want to put this out there so you guys don't get too confused. So when we're saying 4 minus negative 2 minus positive 2 equals 2, we're basically saying take away two positives from 4. Alright? I just wanted to clarify that, to make this a separate part so you guys can just, you know, just look at this with a clear mind the next day when it's coming out, or in a different part. So basically, when we say stuff like 4 minus 2, we can basically just add the positives right here, and it still makes sense. 4 minus positive 2, it's still 2. You can either write 4 minus positive 2, 4 plus negative 2, you know. In this scenario, at least, these two can be switched. These two can be swapped. And so yeah, basically, negative numbers wise, subtraction is just a way of hiding the negative numbers. That the real process behind this. It's how our mind works too. Okay, we have 6 minus 2. Okay, we're gonna have to add two negatives to 2, which will add two negatives to 6, which is gonna have to net us 4 because we still have 4 left over, because the positive and negatives null each other out, and it's like, I can't really. There's no other way of really be able to explain it. You just have to take it for granted. This is how our operations work. And that's all I really wanted to say. This is just a really quick tutorial. Just wanted to iterate that point, that just because you learned a new way, 6 plus negative 2 equals 4, you can still write things in subtraction way of writing it, which is 6 minus positive 2, and this is the same thing. We're basically either looking at it like taking away a positive, which means the negative numbers get more superiority over us, and I'll draw this out real quickly. Sorry guys. 2, 3, 4. So basically what we're saying when we say this is that we have 6 more positives than we do negatives. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And one way of looking at it is basically the fact that we only have one negative. So one negative. So basically these two cancel each other out. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's great. Now let's say that we want. By doing this, we're basically saying subtracting 2 from it. We're basically going to take off two positive numbers. This is basically it's going to take off these two. So these are still going to nullify each other out. But what we're left now is just 4, as opposed to basically saying, all right, just when you have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and you have one more, like 6 more positives than you do negative. These are still going to cancel each other out, yes, but we're going to want to add 2 more negatives to this, and that's going to cancel this one out and this one out. So basically now what we're left with is still 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, never mind. I was supposed to say 7. Sorry about that. What we're left with is now 4 4s. That's all I really wanted to say. If you don't get adding and subtracting negative numbers, there is no way you're going to be able to continue on with this, with the next part where it starts going a little bit more crazier. I say watch these two tutorials with a clear mind. Don't try to rush through these tutorials. This is a very important concept of pre-algebra. I'm trying my best to explain it, but I can only explain it so far. It's basically, you guys are, I don't want to say this, but you guys are on your own. Okay, sorry, I was confused. Anyways, you guys are on your own as far as understanding it is. I don't want to make it sound like I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna explain it, but I can explain it so far. You guys got to sit down and really just break apart another one. Here, I'll give you one before I go. Break apart what I'm really saying when I say 7 minus 4. Break apart what I'm saying when I say 7 minus 4 equals 3. What am I really saying? What am I really saying as far as this thing is concerned? What am I really saying as far as why can I? Oh, they're calling me. I'm gonna have to. Sorry about that. That's really embarrassing. Basically, when what are we saying when we're saying we're adding -4 to it? What are we saying when we're taking off positive 4 from it, and why do they still always equal 3? Just really just take apart and look at that. And if you look at that, you're sure to be fine, alright? So Brendan's telling me to come on. Also, Milan's is telling me to come on, so I'm gonna have to go. See you guys later.